Okay, I'll have a bit more light in there, and I'll knock over hand sanitizer, but it's the 11th of August today. And boy, is it being bloody hot this week. It's been not quite as bad as it was on that Monday and Tuesday, but here in the UK it's reached 29 degrees where I am. Which, yeah, not quite as bad as the 40 degrees it was reaching, but still bloody warm. Anyway, patch here from a world of books. I think this was only a couple of quid, £3 or something. Come on. Not awful condition, but yeah. Wallace and Gromit, The Lost Slipper, and The Curse of the Rambossums. Yeah. I should get my eBay and that beforehand, so I can see the prices and that. So yeah, so it's £3.10 for free postage, and the artwork, while looking slightly off in some places, at least looking at it, looks alright. It looks pretty decent. And yeah, this book is well out of print. There may be some people who have scanned it in. I don't know if it's available digitally. I don't think so. Yeah, anyway, we've got a packet here from E2B. Oh no, this has gotten cracked on the way here. Unless it was cracked in the photo. It was cracked in the photo. Okay, thanks. So yeah, this was $5.53. I might have to get a replacement box for this. But it's the cassette to go along with this, or the cassette version of Wallace and Gromit and the Lost Slipper. Again on a single cassette. There we go. We'll put that back in there. This is just blank on the inside of there. Yeah, if I come across a charity shop that's got double cases, I should get some more of them for that. But yeah, there we go. Not a bad price for that, and it's nice to have that along with the book. Next packet I'm gonna cut on here. Important to stay hydrated during these times. God, it's way too warm. Way too warm. Let's notice they put Yorkshire Tea in there. I don't know if that is actually a Yorkshire Tea or they've just used it as packaging, but I think that should be a clue to what this is. No, it is actually a Yorkshire Tea. I don't drink tea, but I might give that to my mum because she drinks tea. So this is Wallace and Gromit Arachnophobia. Again, at some point I will be digitising these, but this one is actually a double cassette. Yeah. This one actually is. The others were not, but this one actually is. Again, these seem to have never been re-released for some reason. At least from what appears to be, they don't seem to have had any re-releases. But this was $3.99 plus $2.35 postage, so $6.35 for this. Which again, not a bad price, and this is in really nice condition as well, unlike the other one. That is in pretty good nick. Someone has definitely looked after that one. And then finally, this, which this person has packaged this hopefully properly. But yeah, the records in here I didn't actually know existed until I saw a person who was selling some records at a flea market selling them. Okay, yes, they did. In this, they have packaged them properly, and I will keep the bubble wrap. I'll keep the bubble wrap because that'll be useful. I don't know why a lot of record sellers do this, where they package the records themselves separately. We'll go through them one at a time. So, you might think initially by looking at this is Arctic Monkeys AM. It's not. This, we look at the back here, is Arctic Monkeys, what's it called? Feeling Far Away, and this is basically an Arctic Monkeys live concert. Now this is an unofficial official release. Now what does that mean? Okay, so it's an unofficial release of a concert, and basically a lot of the time concert vendors maintain the rights to actually sell the concert individually. But yeah, this is, wow, this is very thick. This is very thick vinyl. This is definitely 180 grams, but yeah, there we go. It's quite nice, this. It's mainly green colour with bits of blue and that splatter vinyl, but yeah, I do quite like it. It's quite nice. I will be putting these in anti-static sleeves and outer sleeves and that at some point. But I'll just put it in there just for now. But yeah. So there was that one. The guy who was selling this, who had one of these, wanted £20 for it. I paid $11.99 for this, and he was also selling this one, Arctic Monkeys. What is this? Aristocrat 2007, which is another live concert from, well, their early days. Now, this one was also $11.99, and the postage was £5. So overall, I've paid a lot less than these would have been otherwise, and this one is red vinyl. And yeah, this one might be 180 grams as well. It is quite thick and weighty, but yeah, you can see a slight bits of splatter to it. It's quite nice. But yeah, I do quite like that one. Now, the only thing about the unofficial releases is the sound quality generally may not be to the same standard as, say, well, for example, since one, they're live, and that, so the audio quality will not be as good as obviously a studio. But generally, also the unofficial ones, generally, I mean, I've seen some reviews on this, and people say, yeah, they sound pretty decent. They sound decent, so that's fine for me. For me, it doesn't have to sound absolutely like, as long as it's not unpleasant to listen to, and that, then yeah, that's fine. And I'm very happy to have these both in the collection. Yeah, particularly this one as well. But they are available both on Discogs as well. They're both available on there. But yeah, it is interesting because obviously the only official Arctic Monkeys concert that you can buy is Arctic Monkeys at the Royal Albert Hall, which came out, I think, at the end of 2020. I think that one was released, which I do actually own. I still don't own AM, the regular version of AM. I still don't own that. That's the only one that I want that I still don't own. But yeah, there we go. And this one from 2007 particularly includes some of their earlier songs that you won't generally get at concerts. For example, Teddy Picker, Mardy Bum, Dancing Shoes and stuff like that. Mainly, you know, from their early days and that. And see, 2007. Like, when is this? April 2007. I can't remember when their second album was released. It was released in the late 2000s. But I can't remember if it was out by then. Oh wait, it must be because Brainstorm's on here, so yeah, this would have been not long after their second album. But yeah, Arctic Monkeys a bit I think with their albums, it's very, very hit and miss, at least in my opinion. I know a lot of people have different opinions, but generally, I think their first two albums, the Siphon Title Arctic Monkeys and My Favourite Worst Nightmare, those two I find are excellent, and so was EM. EM. I think those three albums are definitely like top tier ones. And then you've got ones like Suck It and See, which is just like, it's alright. But at the time of recording their most recent album, I just don't like it. I just find it is. I just don't. I just don't like it, okay? I know some people do, and fair enough. Yeah, but for me, it doesn't feel like an Arctic Monkeys album, and it nearly wasn't going to be an Arctic Monkeys album. It nearly wasn't. Um, but it ended up being that. But anyway, done for now. Done for now. Okay, so it's the 12th of August today, and my Xbox mini fridge has developed a fault, and it's a very common fault. So yeah, I've had this thing for, I think, just over 2 months now, and basically I bought this from Custom Controllers UK for £75, and it was on sale, and it's actually out of stock at the minute. But basically the fault is that basically two things. It's switched off at the minute, and I'll have to get all these drinks out. But one is, it drips water all over the place like there's no tomorrow. There's so much water that drips out of here. But also, the main issue is that up there at the top in the cooler bit, basically there was water and that trapped in there that was stopping it from cooling the rest of it, and it just makes an awful noise. Such a bad noise that my dad could hear it on the other side of the wall last night. Yeah, this thing kept me up until 3 in the morning until I realised, oh, that's what was making the noise, and turned it off. And I thought, you know what, I'll let it drain out, see if it doesn't do it anymore. And it didn't initially, but then about 20 minutes later it started making the noise. So yeah, I'm going to be sending this back and getting a refund, which is a shame, because... And it's also not unique problems to mine. I went on a forum on them, and there's a load of reviews about this, a lot of them having the same issue as this. So yeah, it's a shame, because the other mini fridges out there are either really much smaller than this, or they're just massive and too big, because this was basically the perfect size for what I needed. So yeah, because the mini fridge, the Simpsons mini fridge, which I'm going to put back here temporarily, it could only fit these small 330ml bottles in, not the 500ml, because what I do is basically I fill up these bottles with pop, and then, you know, grab it out of here whenever I fancy. Particularly it's handy, you know, for a nice cool drink in the middle of the night, particularly at the minute. But yeah, this is just really disappointing, really bad as well, because as a collector's item, it's, you know, I guess you could get it if it was a, you know, a collector's item, but it is nice, you know, in terms of everything else. It's just a shame that as the thing it's made for, being a mini fridge, unfortunately it no longer works properly, and that, which is a shame, because it worked great for, again, the first 2 months, and then literally in a day or so it's just gone back to being shite. So yeah, that's gonna have to unfortunately go back, and yeah, I might have to create some space here to get another mini fridge. I might get a Russell Hobbs one, which I've seen for around about £130 or thereabouts, but we'll have a see. But this is going back, so yeah. Apologies if you can hear my neighbours, the thud of the music next door, but they've been at that constantly. Anyway, here's a package. I'll move this chair back. There we go. Move it back a bit. And it's the 13th of August. So just missed out on a Friday the 13th. Oh well. Ooh, Walmart. Okay, so all of this is bubble wrap. Like, I'll give it to them. They package this well. They package this very well. There we go. And that bubble wrap will come in useful. But here it is. This is very rare. This is Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost cassette. And this is also why I bought the other day some replacement case. I think I'll use this one. I think this one's the closest one to it. But yeah, I can't remember if this actually had a release over here in the UK or not. But obviously it did in the US, and interestingly it was in like a clamshell packaging for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah. But this box, the only thing about it, it has the Warner Brothers logo on there, but yeah, it's chipped and broken at the bottom and not in the great condition, so I'm gonna swap it for this one. I got a charity shop for 20p, and I'll put that in that one just to keep the box. There we go. So at least nothing's wasted. Okay, so track listings are also on the inside as well as the outside. There's an advertisement for the actual film itself. We will put that in the new box, and then the cassette itself is, yeah, I do actually have a digital copy of this. There was also Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders, which again, the cassette of it, and even the CD of this, because both these were released on CD as well, are pretty bloody rare. Now, I do also have a digital copy of this, I think as an MP3. But yeah, there we go. It looks better already in this. But yeah, there we go, people. There we go. Oh, by the way, I should mention I paid I think £28 to get this imported. Yeah, the thing itself was $7, but with the postage it came to 30 something dollars, which came to 28 quid. So, but there we go.